And we're broadcasting. Alright, everybody, so this is technically Final Savecast 12, but at this point, who cares? We don't do this enough. So yeah, we decided, I was like talking to everybody, I'm like, wouldn't it be cool if we just like did another podcast and didn't give two shits about what we talk about? Because that's always when the best crap happens. So that's what we're going to do. I have a headache because Google Hangouts is a bitch, and so we need to open a beer. So I'm here with Mike. Say hi, Mike.
So I'm messing with this redhead.
Yeah. Your Lord and Savior, Joe.
Hello.
We got Steve.
What's up?
Whoa, jeez. Gave you big.
And Grant, who sounds like a goddamn chipmunk.
Yeah. Grant is telling me that he using a filter, it's just being stupid for some reason.
Oh god. That's horrible. Just please stop. He doesn't know how to do it. He screwed up.
No.
So I just learned something.
Oh, yeah.
I've never had a Samuel Adams before. So the story of this is,
Really?
My mom works as a chef in a bed and breakfast, and some dude, usually she gets like tips and money, and some dude just like gave her like a tip in Samuel Adams, like a 6-pack. And so I've learned I don't like Samuel Adams. It kind of sucks.
It depends on the flavor, because there's a lot of different kinds.
Ooh, I just had the Rebel IPA the other night, and I left the bar like just salivating. I wanted more.
Really?
Yep. The tap looks like
Staying
a
IPAs.
like a spray paint can. Whatever.
Yeah.
I don't
Got
know
people
what that's
bothered.
about.
Okay. There we go. Go away. Anyways, so quite a few things happened since the last time we talked. So, actually, I want to start with you, Mike, because you're the only person out of all of us, I think, that has actually played Destiny. So, what do you think so far?
Oh, the $80 version of it that comes with all sorts of fun stuff.
You got the $80 one?
I did.
Does it have a massive robot with lights and aerial recon stuff and remote control cars?
No, it didn't make me breakfast or mow my lawn. No, I saw a lot of hype about it, and it's kind of one of those things where I don't spend a lot of money on video games, and well, maybe for some I do, but I just figured I'd go for it because, like, with same thing with Ghosts, where you can get the season pass or whatever you call it. I never did that, and so with this, I was like, just for this one thing, it looks like it's going to be cool. I played the beta, and I guess you saw me play that.
Yeah.
And I liked it, so it looked promising. So I was like, whatever, let's get the $8 version. No big deal. I've only played it a few times since I've got it.
Yeah, I mean, it looks okay. What I like just sat there and watched it, like live streams of it when it came out, and to me it seems like it's very paint by the numbers. Like it can get kind of repetitive. But not actually having touched it yet, that seems like a kind of crazy jump to conclusions thing. So.
Am I the only one who's played it in this group?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, Grant has
none of us have.
But mostly what you're looking at here is PC, PS4.
I mean, it seems like it's.
Yeah, we're PC. Besides you, Mike.
Which is
like one of those games that's got a lot of potential. I mean, if there's whatever they can do a lot more with it. I don't know if you saw on my channel. Ass kicking I received in Crucible, but that I think everyone agrees that system. I mean, there's no matchmaking to it. I mean, you're just in with people that are several levels above you, so there's really no competition.
Yeah, yeah, and I was hearing a lot about how you have to be level 20 before you can like go on raids and stuff, and like the raids are like 10 hours long or some crazy shit like that.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I don't have that kind
Actually, in a way, but it sounds terrible at the same time.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, I don't have time for that anymore. What do they think I am, like 12? But yeah, I don't know. I'm sure it'll be coming to my platform of choice sooner or later, so. And I'll be a sucker and get it.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah. I mean, it looks.
Does this still sound like I'm a filter?
No, you're good.
No, it's normal.
You're
Nick.
fine. You're fine.
You sound sexy.
So, yeah,
man.
so
of. Oh, red.
speaking of Grant was super nice and bought us all video games.
He was. Thank you
Yeah.
very much.
Yeah, thanks, Grant. I
Yeah.
will make less fun of you today than I did yesterday.
I don't know, I was flipping back and forth between screens, and Grant was drawing stuff on my face, and I switched back, and then he was like shaking his camera crazy.
He is a silly man.
He is. A little bit.
But we've all been playing Minimum, which I don't know. I like it. I was kind of cussing at it because it has no colorblind support.
There's not many colors in it to begin with.
Right.
Black and white.
There's enough to confuse Nick a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, okay,
I completely forgot about that. Oh man, I've known him for so long, and I just totally slipped my mind.
yeah. So we're like playing, and the bad guys are red, the good guys are white, but you can get armor in the game, and the armor is, I guess, orange or red. So when your teammates look like they have armor on them, like all I see is just like red. And I'm like, and so I'm shooting people, and they're like, "Stop shooting me!" I'm like, "You look like the bad guy." And it's like, "I'm orange." I'm like, "To me, you're red." And it's like, and then like Grant's like going like, it's like, "Stop shooting me!" And I'm like, "I can't tell, asshole, stop!" Just like screaming to the top of my lungs.
Yeah, I would like to better try on my computer, and like when it started getting crazy with the Titans and it's lagging a little bit. So.
Well, it's still an early
Kinda
access
annoying.
game, so I mean, for considering that, it's still pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it did start running pretty well after what?
Oh,
90
it
hours.
is. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, so far it's better than Forced was. So
I agree.
but
I really liked Force until we got to the third, fourth area, and it just goes through
We fell through the floor.
and so glitching and throwing. Yeah.
yeah, it was pretty cool. But for some reason I can't play it. It just doesn't seem like I can get like a good server out to you guys to be able to play. I lag too bad, but
Hey,
Yeah.
I can hook you up with some server software, but you can get whatever you want anyway. So
yeah.
I'm gonna
He's
set
like-
up a server.
Mike, it's like peddling like copies of Windows and server software to me over here.
You're like, no big deal, but I can get whatever I want.
I can.
It's funny because if I ask you for a solution to something, you'll guarantee. I guarantee that you'll point me in the right direction, or you'll send me the right software to fix whatever problem I'm having. So yeah,
Probably.
very resourceful. So you can be like, no big deal, I got that. You know, there's something you don't need to pay for that. Get that for free.
Oh no, you have to pay for it. I pay for it. Let's see. I mean, there is something to be said about pirating, but I don't like to do that. Like, you ask any of these guys, like, I actually get upset when they don't spend enough money. Like, they'll wait for sales on Steam. Like, okay, long story short, Sniper Elite V2 was free one day. And I was telling Joe forever, I'm like, this game's great, you need to buy it. And he's like, no, I'll wait for a sale. And I'm like, this game's great, you need to buy it. And he's like, no, I'll wait for a sale. And like, we're talking about like games will go like I think it was like $7.50 one day, and he's like, that's too expensive, I'll still wait. And so he finally got it for free, and he's like, he plays it with me. It's got like a good co-op to it. He's like, I feel bad. I wish I paid money for this game.
$7.50. That's like a
Yeah.
value meal.
Yeah.
But yeah, you'd be like, you know what? Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
I buy the DLC. I saw that. Damn it, I'm out.
Go get another one. It's not like we're doing anything important.
Do what? Beer?
Yeah.
Alright, got another one.
What, you got like a college boy fridge right down there?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Got the cool maybe also.
My
What
bottle.
the hell? Well, what the hell you guys been up to? What you been playing? Because I don't want to like be leading the whole damn show.
Well, I just destroyed Fable Anniversary.
Yeah, we were just beforehand, and I'm not mentioning any names now because I want to be proper. We were just mentioning how I got laid at that game.
Wait, what?
But anyways, awesome video game moments. How I got laid at that game. Remember? I told you about that.
Oh, yes. Oh,
Best thing
Good
ever. Yeah. But what'd you think about it? They like up the graphics.
And to this day, he still carries around Fable in his pocket when he's out picking up chicks.
Actually, no. Bitch left with it.
it doesn't care.
Probably breaks the ice, you know. He's so
So I got Fable here. You want play?
just saying. Don't know what you're missing.
But they definitely, I don't know. I have mixed feelings on the game. They definitely upgraded the graphics and some of the stuff. Every once in a while, I find something that looks awesome, and other times I'm like, it doesn't look much better. I think Fable was one of the few games on the Xbox, just because it kind of had a little cartoony style to it. It's games that needed an HD upgrade the least.
Mm.
But I got to like actually look in there kind of, but saw like the cuts of ice and so
You need to take your tablet and
it
go like
was fun
this
and
because it's breaking up a bit.
take it. What did I just touch? Okay, there it goes. But yeah, I mean it's Fable. They didn't really do much, and I thought they did a really good job of making it feel exactly like Fable on the Unreal Engine. That was pretty impressive. Like it can barely tell. It even has some of the weird like lighting effects that the old one had of like when lightning flashed, like you see like quick movement of the shadows. And I was surprised they were able to pull that off. It barely felt like they upgraded it. Just well, let me rephrase that. It barely feels like it's on a new engine at all.
So it's actually completely redone, like code and all. That's kind of impressive.
I was actually surprised when I looked. It took them like 15 months to do that, and I was like, wow, that took them a lot longer than I thought. They really did a lot to it. So,
Yeah.
but it's really good if you really like Fable. Also, it can play with the controller on PC, which the old one couldn't, which is kind of nice. So.
Oh, that's cool.
Mhm.
So yeah, Steve, you been playing anything?
I just started up Assassin's Creed 4 last night.
That's right, you did. What do you think so far?
I'm actually liking it. It's pretty fun.
He popped his pirate carry.
I don't know. Like, to be honest, the parts that I don't like about it are the Assassin's Creed parts, which I kind of feel bad saying that. Like I feel like I'm playing a pirate game, and I'm like, I don't want this Assassin's Creed stuff in my pirate game. Like the Templars show up and everything. I'm like, no, leave me alone. I want to go sail my boat.
Yeah, that's kind of how I felt playing that game. I'm like, actually done with the Assassin's Creed series. Like, I really didn't care anymore. And then my dad gave me Assassin's Creed 4 for Christmas. I was like,
Right.
all right, I'll play it. And then I played it. I'm like, this is awesome. But weirdly, I hate Assassin's Creed parts, and I actually like Assassin's Creed.
Yeah. Also, I find it kind of weird, the whole, like, fourth wall stuff they have going on. Like, part of me thinks it's funny, but at the same time, it's like you're kind of, like, cheapening your story by doing that. Like, when you read through the encyclopedia, like, they'll have little notes and stuff, which, like, some of them are funny, but other ones, they're like, well, this character's not very interesting. And it's like,
And
that
that's
kind
my
of takes
bad
me out of the
point.
game. Right.
Yeah, I was actually watching Mike play it on. He was streaming it to Twitch, and it was pretty funny because anytime he saw like one of the little papers flying through the air, he'd just like go quad and start running after it.
It was like suddenly I was ADD and I saw something and I was like, oh shit, yeah, there we go. I was like running towards it, like, oh yeah, it's getting away, it's getting away. I think
I'm just in the middle of something, paper flying, and you're just like, oh shit, cancel whatever I'm doing.
Yeah.
I love that. Yeah, Black Plague. I really like that game. I'm so.
Yeah, it's actually
want to get
possibly
back into
an Assassin's Creed game, but not for the Assassin's Creed part.
Right.
Yeah, what's that say about Assassin's Creed now?
Well, and the funny thing is, besides the story, I mean, like, I could cruise around and like harpoon whales and attack other ships for a while. I mean, and then I'll get out of it and be done for a while. But it seems like one of those things where I don't mind grinding, where in games it feels really repetitive and grinding, like Destiny seems like, I don't know, not my thing exactly. But with Black Flag, it seems like, I can jump in there. It's different from a lot of games. So.
Yeah.
Grant, did you play AC4?
I just bought it for my dad for his birthday. When it comes up, I haven't. So no, I haven't played it.
Nobody tell him yet. Everybody tell him. Ruin the surprise.
I haven't played that one.
Yeah, I probably would have gotten it. I probably would have gotten a couple of games. So what happened is I'm kind of a whore of Castlevania.
Yeah, you are.
And so all the Castlevania games on Steam went on sale. I was like, oh, okay. And then Grant's like, hey, Garden Warfare's on sale. And then like I think you were telling me, Joe, like Assassin's Creed was on sale or something like that. And I was like,
And Sniper Elite 3 was on sale.
yeah,
Is on
Sniper
sale.
Elite 3. Like all these games I want to buy are on sale now that I bought Castlevania. I was like, damn it.
Yeah, I think that's what you told me. I'm like, dude, Sniper Elite 3's on sale. You're like,
Wait.
bought all the Castlevania,
Yeah.
so no.
Yeah. Grant literally told me about Garden Warfare being like $20, like maybe an hour after I got Castlevania. I was like, oh shit. So it's just the way it is. I'll just play it later on, but yeah, I'm looking forward to it. The thing I want to see about Assassin's Creed 4 that I hear from all my friends is all the parts in it where you're like in Abstergo, and like all the people are talking about like the horrible conditions working there and all this stuff, and it's just like basically like their way of saying, I don't want to work on another fucking Assassin's Creed game, but they're making me. So I'm gonna talk about it in the game and let you know how terrible it is here. We're just gonna call it Abstergo.
Yeah, they pretty much made Abstergo Game Studios sound just like Ubisoft. They're even headquartered in like the same place and everything.
Right. They even have one of their like CEO guys talking in French and everything too.
Yeah, so it's something I need to get to. But the only other thing I've been playing, now that I mention it, is Castlevania Mirror of Fate. And there's not a whole lot to talk about in that game. It's something that would just appeal to somebody like me that's like I said, basically a Castlevania whore.
Which one is that? Is that one of the handheld ones?
That was the DS one. And
Okay.
yeah, they put it on, I think, the last gen consoles and PC last year. And it's fine. It's a fine game. It's kind of throwaway. It doesn't really. It's just kind of like telling the story between Lords of Shadow 1 and 2.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
And there's all this like dumb, convoluted like Belmont family crap going on. It doesn't really mean anything, but basically, it's side scroller. It does seem very much like you're playing an old Castlevania, like kind of like a mix between the NES ones and Symphony of the Night. But they've taken out all the like loot stuff, which kind of had me upset. So
Yeah, that pissed me off.
yeah,
Loot is the best
Yes.
part.
as far as I'm concerned, like what is it? Symphony of the Night is still probably my favorite Castlevania of all time.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. But no, I
The
mean,
Game
it's
Boy Advance was pretty good too.
Yeah, I like Aria of Sorrow and Dawn of Sorrow are both pretty good.
yeah, that was pretty good.
But I
Never-
mean, those they followed the exact same format as Symphony of the Night, so that's
Pretty
probably
much,
why they were
yeah.
good.
Have any of you guys played Lords of Shadow yet?
Nope.
I played a little bit. I wasn't a fan.
No, that's too bad. Because if you're not a fan, just go ahead and ruin it for yourself. Go to YouTube and watch the ending.
Yeah,
It's got a Kojima ass ending to it. It's,
right.
it's,
That's what I heard. Actually, I think I might have seen the ending at one point, but I can't remember for sure.
yeah, it's like 15 fucking minutes long. It is ridiculous. But no, I had a good time with it, and I was like, well, I'm just gonna get the rest of these. They're cheap, whatever. So we'll see how that goes. I backed a couple games a while ago. I've actually played Broforce on my stream, so I'm not gonna say too much about that. Just basically stupid. And actually, I have Steve to thank for telling me about that game.
They haven't updated it in a while.
No, they haven't. I don't know what's going on with it, but yeah, I think probably because Expended Bros came out.
All right.
I still haven't seen that.
It's
Uh,
really short.
It is short. Some of the stuff in it's kind of cool. Like you can crawl up zip lines, like go up them now. But yeah, it was just like very by the numbers kind of thing. Another game I backed a while ago was called Road Redemption, and it's kind of a roguelike Road Rash game.
Right.
And so that finally came out on Steam last night, the beta of it, the first beta. And it's still janky. It's still got frame rate issues. But it's just dumb fun. Like if you just have like 5 minutes, you can sit there and like play like a couple games real quick, and then you'll just die over and over again. And it's like, oh, just upgrade this, upgrade this, upgrade this, just like Rogue Legacy. And the really cool thing is all the tracks are basically pieces that are being procedurally put together. So the tracks are never the same. So so far I've only gotten to play like 15 minutes of that, but that's been pretty cool. But other than that, yeah, been busy with other shit. So that's not too exciting to talk about. And I left my closet open, which is a terrible idea, but you can see game consoles up there.
No, don't lie, you did it on purpose.
Like
Yeah,
this
no big
one,
deal, but I got all of
this-
them.
yeah, this one right here is actually Mike's.
I was like all excited. I was about to play Guitar Hero, and I was getting all psyched. I got my whole man cave set up. Is like amazing. Like you could probably hear me a block away, jamming out like I'm an actual rock star because that's all I can play is a plastic guitar. And I started it up, and then I got the yellow light, and I was like, oh man. I sent it to Nick, going, "Hey, come on. I'm gonna get a new one. You can have this if you can get it started, great." Because he's like, all you need to do is heat the processor up or whatever and cook it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I put it in an oven.
Was it an 80 gig backwards compatible one? 'Cause it
No,
seems
this one's a 60 gig.
That was the launch model. I think I got that. I didn't get the on launch date one, but like a week later they ended up having one at a Hastings store. I think they have those on the East Coast, don't they? Don't they have Hastings there? They had it in Kansas where I wasn't.
They had it in Kansas. I don't
Well-
think it's around anymore.
I know I bought from them online before, but I don't think they have any stores around here.
This is
Well,
the only
the-
console that matters right here.
Yeah. I got mine up in my daughter's room. It's just sitting up there. I won't let her touch it.
Yeah. That's part of my nerd shelf. Along with you have to have a 30-year-old Game & Watch up there.
Oh, hey, Nick, totally. The other day, you remember that Game Boy Advance you gave me that looked like the NES?
Yeah, is it worth a shit ton now?
Oh my God! No! You don't understand.
Was it NES?
When I was deployed, like
Yeah.
I think Tom was playing it for a little bit. I had a charge. You lost the charger. But you remember you added that big fat battery to the back of it?
Okay, yeah. He's talking about I had like a Pelican battery because I was in Iraq, and so when you just don't know when you're going to be on power. So it was this battery pack that you took the regular battery pack out of the Game Boy and stuck it in this thing, and then it hung in the back. Like this Game Boy Advance could probably once it took forever to charge, but once it was charged, I think I played that thing for like a week straight before it died.
But okay, so this is the weirdest thing. I'm laying next to my bed. Like I have a junk drawer kind of, and I have like a nightstand. It's supposed to be like a filing cabinet. Half of it is filing cabinet, half of it is junk I've thrown in there over the years.
Yeah.
And that Game Boy Advance was in there, and I flipped. There was a little switch on the back that has like A, B. I switched it over to B, and I powered it on, and it just went ding. And I swear to God, it's been like 5 years since I've touched that thing. I was amazed that it started up. The same game that I had when I was out on missions, whenever like sitting in the Humvee, like hating my life, it's still like ready to go. Like I'm like, oh geez, like I can't believe this thing just started up. I was
yeah. As far as I'm concerned, that's the last best portable console Nintendo's made.
The DS was great.
I did not like the DS at all. I still don't like the DS.
I like the 3DS still, personally.
Yeah, I do too.
I would like it if they would just get rid of that stupid scratchy screen. I want like Rogue Glass. But yeah.
like on the 3DS, my daughter has the apps. I had put YouTube on there, but then now I gave her the Vita. So.
Yeah, she's probably like, this thing's stupid.
Well, yeah, compared to the DS, I mean, the YouTube and Netflix on the Vita is pretty outstanding compared to the 3DS.
PlayStation Vita, $200. Anybody want it? There's probably something against the rules for me peddling my shit on here. But, yeah, anyways, I derailed you. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. Anyways, yeah, I remember I had that. I gave it to you. I don't remember why. I think I was leaving, and I was like, here you go. Whatever.
Oh my God, you gave me so much stuff. You were, well, no, you came. You moved in with me for a little bit, and you were like, hey, I got like all sort. Like you had like just a fucking ridiculous library of games, and I'm like, oh, that's so cool. I haven't played that. You know, that's like the best game. Well, like I can't believe we have that. You're like, you want it? I'm like, well, yeah, sure. Like, like the game or whatever. And you're like, well, here, yeah, man, I don't play it. I got like 1 million games, and that was always something that was funny. Well, not funny, but you would jump from game to game. Like you'd be like, you'd play 6 games in a night when I'd be like hanging out with you, but like. I could play. I'd try to at least try to like burn through a game, but you would be like almost ADD. Like you'd be like me in that note on Assassin's Creed where you'd be like, oh, like I want to play a different game now. You get so many.
Because I am ADD. No, I'm not that way anymore. I try to limit what I do, and as far as like new stuff, I love hard drives. I don't want any more crap on my shelves. I've got enough crap on my shelves already. Like, all this stuff back here, probably most of it's never been read. It's like... so.
I had that discussion with him the other day. He's like, yeah, I love collecting books and everything. I'm like...
Yeah, I started school 1 year ago. Immediately they give you an iPad.
I don't care anymore.
I'm sorry, you were saying, Joe?
Oh, I was talking like Rick the one time about like books and everything. Like the one thing he still likes to get physically is books, and I'm like, I'm not even there at. I'm not even for that. Like I have this tablet and I like reading on the tablet. I don't know what it is. I like it better, and I don't have shit everywhere. So.
What kind of tablet is it?
It's an Acer tablet. It has a Intel Atom processor in it, actually.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just got this recently. I don't even know. It's not even the best model, but it's a Samsung. Actually, I got 2. I got one for my wife. That's pretty good.
On my desk is just full of Acer stuff because that's all my monitors as well.
Oh, I am. But no, I got this because the class I'm in, like you're required to develop apps or whatever. So I had to make some apps for Android, and I'm glad I got this. I transferred everything. The school gave me an iPad, and I transferred everything that I do on my iPad onto the Samsung. And even though the iPad is more powerful and better screen resolution and all that stuff, I like my Samsung way better.
Oh yeah, I like Android a lot.
Yeah, Android. And I just made some dumb apps. I mean, I should send them to you, laugh your ass off because they're so stupid, but it's part of the class.
You gotta start somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm making more complicated stuff. I'm in the process of.
I've had Joe on multiple occasions tell me like he's looked at old work he's done and been like, sit here, go, what was I thinking? And actually, there's been a few times that we'll sit here and we'll have conversations about how how fucked up some shit in video games is. And it's like, this is just complete laziness. Like, why couldn't they do this? But yeah, it's like once you get to a certain point, like you'll start calling other people's work out, and you'll be like, no, you could have done that better.
I do it. I kind of feel bad about it.
You shouldn't feel bad about it. Just be better.
Be better.
Yeah. So, anyways, I did have a couple of topics in mind because I knew we'd kind of run into a wall sooner or later. So, if you guys been reading news lately, basically what's been going on is there's been a lot of debate about whether you can trust game journalists. So, I think this is a stupid topic personally, but I thought it'd be interesting to talk about it. So the whole thing that started happening was I can't remember her name. Some game developer, I think her name's Zoe Quinn, apparently slept with like 3 dudes to get favorable mentions for a game. And this is all just rumor right now, but it started this huge debate in the gaming community where like, well, can you ever truly trust journalists? I like to know at what point could you ever truly trust a game journalist? But that's my point of view. It's like I was kind of like curious maybe what your guys' point of view on this is.
Well, it's kind of like I heard there's like a lot of terrible reviews for a Fable Anniversary, and I played through it, and I'm like, it's Fable just looks a lot better, so I don't see why it was such a downer with reviewers. So I don't know. So I normally test everything out for myself. I'll look at a few maybe on something I'm not sure about, but most of the time, I don't listen to them, especially like Kotaku.
Kotaku is the worst, actually.
Yeah, I hate Kotaku, man.
I fucking hate them too.
They just report on rumors. That's pretty much all it is. Rumors and stupid stuff they find on the internet.
Yeah. So, for me, I just go to certain sites. Like, I go to Giant Bomb because they're funny.
Yeah.
And they do reviews, but I feel Jeff Gersman's been very straightforward and says, like, we have to do these because this is what's expected of us, basically, to get, like, clicks, And a lot of people criticized him last week because they had, like, 5 videos of Destiny up, and he was like, look, that's just the way it is. We're going to do what we need to do for clicks. And I can kind of get that. But the thing I like about what he does, he says, I don't like this game. It's a terrible game, but let me tell you about it in detail so you can make up your own damn mind. To where
good way to do
it. It's the best way to do it, in my opinion. Because I feel like a lot of times, like a lot of these reviewers don't understand why people get upset. They'll sit there and trash a game in a review, or just on a podcast or something, but not say maybe you would like not mention a part that would be like maybe you personally would like it for this or whatever. But at the end of the day, like I remember growing up when GamePro and EGM was just first starting out. I don't ever remember those magazines ever calling themselves journalists. They were specialist magazines or whatever they called them back in the day. And at some point in time, they started calling themselves journalists. And I don't understand how you're a journalist if you're just taking said like press release from studio, putting your own twist on it, and then reposting it on the internet. That's hardly journalism.
Well, we didn't have bloggers back then. I mean, you weren't supposed think, well, Hager seems like somebody who's just real information. But I mean, it's I don't know what. I don't know. That's
Actually, I know one thing that made me really not trust them. I remember seeing like Game Informer one time. It was for Zelda Skyward Sword, and they posted there was so much shit that bugged the hell out of them in this, and like there's so many things like, oh, this is bad, whatever, and it still got like a 93, and I'm like, you Nintendo cocksucking motherfuckers. Like, they ripped it to shred, and if it was any other game, it would get like a 70. But because it was Nintendo, they gave it like a 93, even though they bitched about the whole damn review.
Well, considering you get that magazine from GameStop, I've never trusted Game Informer to begin with.
Well, I don't trust them either. It just normally comes free
Well, moment of...
hard, which I don't even read that.
I just want to mention Steve said something. In our group, Steve never... We'll be on chat. You won't hear a damn thing from Steve. Then he'll say something that's like, he spoke. So, yeah. Anyway, sorry, Steve. I had to point that out.
Looks pretty cool.
I still use them for informational purposes to know when said game's coming out. But that's about as far as I go anymore. Like I said, I watch Giant Bomb because they're just stupid and funny. Like, I mean, come on. There's like one where it had nothing to do with video games. They get this thing called Mailbag. I don't know if you've ever seen it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, last week they did a mailbag where some dude just sent them like a shit ton of knives. It's like, okay, awesome. It's like, we're not talking about little knives too, like these big ass knives like this. It's like, so now every week they like open the boxes with like Bowie knives and stuff.
wow. Yeah, I subscribe to them, but I don't ever watch their stuff because it doesn't just. I lost interest. So I'm like, why? And Game Informer is a Minnesota based. I think it is.
Yeah. Actually, their newest guy, Dan Reichert, he used to write for Game Informer. He's working over there now, and he pisses me off. Like, I think he hates everything good in the world. I don't know what his deal is, but, you know. Yeah, so, I don't know. I don't have anything else to say on that. So, I don't know. Anybody else want to bring anything up before I go on think of other shit?
I had this crazy idea. I was thinking about Minecraft, and I thought about my teacher. One of my teachers brought that up in class about Minecraft, and she didn't really understand it, and so I was like, I'm not gonna try to explain it. It's just so dumb. But I thought about the $2.5 billion, and I've made a nice house or something that you could call something kind of cool to look at or whatever in Minecraft, and then I was like, $2.5 billion, and I had created Minecraft. I'm obviously a creative person, right? I'm not really, but if I had $2.5 billion, I would create something in Minecraft and then like hand my laptop over to an architect of some type and just say, go nuts, like build that. And I was just thinking about what craziness would you build if you knew how that would be.
Okay, so are you talking about the Minecraft being bought by Microsoft?
Yes.
Mojang.
Yeah. That's just because they're two companies with an M and a game with an M, so it was inevitable.
Yeah.
Well,
Now,
Notch didn't want to run a company that big. He just didn't want to do it.
Right, he said he didn't want to be a CEO. He just wanted to be a nerdy guy behind a desk.
Yeah, and now he's a really rich, nerdy guy behind a desk, so well done.
Yeah.
All nerds are rich in the end.
It's like
He
everybody's
was
like
rich beforehand. Now he's just really, really, really rich.
everybody's criticizing him too. It's like you could have made more money. It's like it's $1 billion, dude. I think he's okay.
Yeah.
$1.7 billion.
2.5 billion. I don't know. 2.6. I don't know. I'm not good at math.
Yeah, I'm sure he's happy with his decision.
Yeah. I'm sure Minecraft will go on some form or whatever, but I don't. I don't have a.
He's even been working on it the past few years. He's just been doing behind the scenes stuff.
Yeah, I don't have a really good finger on the pulse of Minecraft. I don't know. From my point of view, it kind of felt like it was starting to kind of
Fall off.
dwindle out or fall off. Yeah.
I think it's still pretty huge,
Really?
at least with younger kids.
It's pretty big.
Oh yeah, no, I think
Still
it's
play
like the new Mario. I think that's.
Yeah.
I think it'll be Minecraft 20 years from now, and it'll be a little different, probably much different, but at the core, I think it'll still be just like Mario. It'll be the same thing. You will be doing the same general concept of surviving.
So Mario's
building.
kind of really changed throughout the years.
Right, but the
Still
basic,
based on
you
the
know,
same themes, though.
right.
Same things.
Yeah, so I'm kind of curious, Mike, because you're the only one here with kids. Like, how big is it for them, like in school and stuff? Do they like carry around Minecraft backpacks and all this crap, or?
Oh man, I don't know. I don't know if you want to get me started on that. My
Start.
Oh no, you stopped.
What?
I'll put that on there. My 4-year-old daughter, she knows everything there is to know, and my 9-year-old daughter, of course, she's got the book. I bought her the Vita just so she could have Minecraft on the Vita. She knows just about everything about it. She watches those Stampy videos that she tells me about on YouTube. Yeah, and she's got whatever her family, other members, whatever of her family have taught her, like the Minecraft merchandise. Her cousin has Minecraft stuff in her bedroom. Like, I think as far as kids go, the ones I have know about it, and not really. I haven't really done a whole lot to influence. Like, hey, I'm a gamer, but I had Minecraft, but they knew about Minecraft before I did.
Like, I don't understand. Like, I heard of Minecraft like way back in the day when it was first getting started, you know,
Yeah.
and Notch was talking about it. But I can't connect how that game, which was so PC centric starting out, because I remember kids going crazy about it even before it was on the consoles, and it's like I can't connect how that got so popular all of a sudden, like where it came out, because you usually don't see that without like a lot of ad
Advertising.
support or something like that. Yeah.
I don't even really remember it happening. I just like remember hearing about it, and then all of a sudden it was just huge.
Yeah.
Like it just
I
exploded.
remember seeing someone made a tiny computer in Minecraft, and I'm like, that's interesting. I didn't
Oh,
hear
yeah,
anything
the
else about it for a year, and then I all of a sudden got it. Yeah.
Yeah, I actually saw that just last week. Somebody made a what was it? No, 2
Well,
kilobyte.
they've made more complex ones recently,
Yeah.
but I saw a really simple one. It was a calculator
Yeah, like
when
a
the game first came out.
And I got really excited because I made a secret door with redstone. And I was like, wait a second. I saw that. It was in the news or something on the feed somewhere. And I was like, wait, what? People are making really complex, like, storage? Like, information storage on Minecraft using that? I'm like, wow. I made something. I made, like, a table or something. And I was like, that's cool, man. These guys are, like, spending... I don't know. Lots of research.
Hundreds of
I don't know. I think Notch is just happy to be done with it, and I think he's got, like up in the mountains right now, like punching a tree, trying to make a cabin.
I'm trying so hard to start over. He's out there going, dude, there's no creepers, there's nothing out here. I don't know what I'm wearing.
I just got a visual of a cougar just coming up and snatching his ass.
I like the one trophy on PlayStation that it's called a lie, and it's you make a cake with 3 buckets of milk. I think. No, sugar. Yeah, sugar, wheat, and like 3 buckets of milk or something like that. And the trophy for it is a lie.
Yeah, it's a reference to Portal,
Yeah.
which I actually don't think you've ever played.
No, I haven't because I've watched all the shit for it, but I never had it because I never did the PC thing.
Yeah, you can play. Well, I played it on PS3, but it ran like crap. It would like crash every 15 seconds.
I didn't think it was that bad. At least
Port-
not Portal 2.
Portal 2 ran awesome.
Yeah, I didn't play Portal 1 on PS3.
Yeah.
I had it on PlayStation and I didn't ever play it though. I had a bunch of stuff like that Orange Box one, whatever.
Mm-hmm. But anyways, Half-Life 3 confirmed. Is that how that works?
Mm-hmm. No one at Valve is allowed to talk about Half-Life 3. We all know that.
Mm.
Silence.
Did I already say the Smooth Sea never made a skillful mariner?
What?
I had Chinese food earlier.
Knees. I don't know. Also, did we lose Nick? Because I can't hear him.
Yeah, it looks like he's talking, but I don't hear anything.
Yeah. Okay. That's just me.
Ask him to wave his arms to see how good his video quality is.
Well, he hears us.
Yeah.
Yeah, there he goes. Yeah. He did that earlier and it cracked me up because I was installing something on my computer and he was like doing that and then I switched back and he's like, how good's my quality? And he's still doing it. And I'm like, how long have you been doing that?
Okay, can you hear me through the headphone now? Or through
Yeah, I
the...
hear you.
Yes.
Alright, I switched it over to
It's a
webcam.
monocle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, dude, test out my frame rate.
You're like, you can hear us because he's moving around like crazy.
Grant, say something like Mr. Peanut.
What? I don't know how Mr. Peanut sounds.
Yeah, what is the Mr. Peanut slogan?
I don't know, salty balls.
We'll go with that.
Salty nuts.
Taste my salty nuts. Good, it's starting to spiral out of control.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I like it. Yeah, so let's see what else happened. Something me and Joe get excited about, new GeForce cards came out.
Mm-hmm.
And we look at stuff like that. And I kind of have a different point of view. I'm like, that's really cool. I don't know if I could use it. And he's like, I want it.
Oh. Well, that was with the processors. The new video cards and
Oh, but
they're
I
really,
did.
they're really power efficient, but I don't care about power efficiency at this point.
Well, they're power efficient, but they don't run super hot, so your room won't get super hot like Fermi.
Well,
But
Cleveland during the winter, so I'm fine with a little bit of heat.
yeah. So, anyways, I have actually found a use for the 8-core gaming wise.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Yeah.
I was telling Grant about this earlier because he's, I don't know, like Snake Plissken right now. Nice.
So weird looking. It's like a beard on top of a beard.
He's just like, yeah, okay. Anyways, I was sticking around with Borderlands 2, and I've actually figured out how to launch the game 4 times and play it on 4 different monitors. So you actually need an 8-core now. I've justified it. It's only $1,000. It's worth it.
Worth it.
Yeah. So, here's what I'm thinking. I think we get off here tonight, and whoever, I'm going to go play Quake. I know Grant will play Quake with me anytime.
I will.
Joe probably will. And we're going to get Mike in there. And I know how Steve feels about it.
I will not play it.
Yeah.
Come on, Steve. Man up.
I don't think I even have it.
Steve is a sourpuss when it comes to first-person shooters.
Oh, it'll take so long for you to download, Steve.
Yeah, but I take all night.
Yeah.
It's only because your computer's beige.
Don't bring race into this.
What are you talking about? I'm black, yo. Everything jet black.
light up everything in blue.
Oh yeah, you've actually got night lights.
I do.
So what we're gonna do is we're probably gonna play tonight. I'll probably try to stream that. That's got some issues. We were supposed to have Janet tonight, but I want to make everybody wait longer. Yeah.
A mess.
Yeah. Awesome. Now you gotta do pirate imitation for me.
Come on.
Me be having a southern accent.
What's a Kakalaki pirate sound like?
What's a what?
A Kakalaki pirate.
Kakalaki.
Yeah, North Kakalaki.
Because you're from Kakalaki. North.
I see.
I see.
Grant.
He still looks like Snake Plissken with like a handlebar mustache.
Yeah. Grant. You know about
Yeah.
the Dirty South yet?
About the what?
Dirty South yet?
I don't really get out much. I try to avoid it as much as possible.
Really? I don't know. All I remember is a bunch
No.
of Waffle Houses. Like, I remember actually going from Georgia to South Carolina for basic training, and there was a off-ramp, and on one side of the off-ramp was a Waffle House. On the other side of the off-ramp was another Waffle House. Like seriously, it was like two Waffle Houses right here like this.
I'm sure they put gravy on all of them.
Yeah.
So gross.
I threw up in a Waffle House once.
Was it after you ate waffles with gravy?
Waffle House at least once.
It had something to do with drinking and waffles. And I was ashamed, so I threw up on the counter. And then I tried to put my plate on top of it to hide it.
Ew.
Fantastic.
I just missed out. I came back and heard I threw up and just covered it up.
Oh, shut
That's
up.
all you needed to hear, really.
Yeah.
You threw up out the side of your own truck. I don't want to hear it.
Sorry. I don't know. Was this before or after Fable?
It had to be before. Is that how we're gauging things time-wise now? Is
Before and after Fable.
pre-Fable A and after Fable A? Yeah.
Yeah.
So, anyways, what's going on with Final Save Point, man?
That thing's still going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're still doing that.
Well, you're on YouTube, and this is going to be recorded. So
Yeah.
you want to plug it since it's your thing?
I got nothing.
Oh my god. You're terrible at this.
I am. I don't care.
He is. We know.
Share, like, subscribe.
Right.
Yeah, like, subscribe if you actually think this shit was any good. Sorry. I'm gonna kill myself with this bottle opener. Yeah, so anyways.
Oh, there was no fortune.
You know, fortunately,
Lame.
that's very fortunate.
No.
Oh, that's a bad omen.
I think that's a sign or something.
Yeah. I
I'm
think
going
this
to say
episode's
something
over.
about final. I'll just stop talking.
I love dragging this shit out. It's so awkward. Everybody's like, deer in headlights, I don't know what to do. What do you do now? I just like seeing what you guys are gonna do. Really,
What am I
honestly.
going to do? Do I need to download?
Yeah.
Sure, why not? Sounds good.
Yeah.
Anybody else catch what he said?
I think he needs to download Quake.
Okay, so
Oh.
the
It's
Oh no,
like
like that.
700 megabytes. It's really tiny.
Yeah, it's not
Okay,
very big.
so you want to know like the first slogan that the Planters Nut guy had?
Yes.
What's that?
Okay, in between the 1930s and the 1940s, the slogan was the nickel lunch. The nickel lunch. It was for peanuts and peanut bars. Then the next slogan was Planters is the word for good peanuts.
So
Peanut butter
it,
with a crunch and
Exactly.
relax, go nuts.
so it was only Nickelback didn't put nuts in your mouth.
Yeah. The nickel lunch. I don't know, like apparently back in the 30s, you could have lunch for a nickel and it would consist of mostly peanuts.
That's weird.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
I mean, people, apparently just a nut-based lunch was acceptable back in the 30s. I mean, they didn't have
Yeah.
alcohol to drink, so they were like, you know what?
Yeah.
My lunch is fucking nuts.
Peanut alcohol.
Yeah. And then it went to, in the 2000s, it was put out the good stuff. I think I saw a porn called.
So you know we're on off the rails now when we're in here. Grant's obviously here with us, and what do I see? Oh, he's playing my fucking game.
No, I'm not. I bought it. It's mine.
Oh, okay. Damn it! I can't accuse you of anything now. I'm like over here, like going, like screaming at Grant, like Con. Grant! That asshole's beat more of my games than I have.
I
Matter of fact,
say that.
he's beat more of your games. He's probably beat more of Steve's games.
I would guarantee it.
Yeah.
More of Steve's games than Steve has.
Grant, can you honestly tell us how many games you've beaten this year?
Nope.
I keep a list. Probably has like 3 things on it.
I don't keep a list of how many I have a year.
I don't keep the list either, no big deal. I mean, it's not like I have notches on my belt or anything.
The only one I got's a Fable one.
I don't even wear a belt.
A lot of them games I play, you can't beat, though. It's just not a thing you do in them.
I'm still trying to figure out how the hell you play Terraria.
Yeah, I offered to play it last night. How was the fair, anyhow?
So it's in a place called Puyallup, which is kind of like a small ghetto town. And apparently this year it's the state fair. So I went there, man, and it's like, you walk in, it's kind of crazy for a state fair. I haven't been to Ohio State Fair in forever, so maybe it's this way now. But you know, like Cedar Point, they got like those rides, that one ride, Power Tower, that shoots up
Yeah.
and back
It's
down.
one of the best rides.
They literally have a power tower, like same exact thing,
Hmm.
at a state fair.
I can tell you the Ohio State Fair does not have a power tower. They have pig races.
Yay!
Good old
I just beat
Oh,
the top of the bat.
Yeah, but we went.
Valid.
I ate a hamburger about the size of this, and then I was kind of like, okay. And I walked around. And I was like, I'm just not a people person. I was like really super crowded. I saw some nice things. I'm not gonna say what those are. Went around, looked at some art, and then basically watched some Clydesdales run around in a rodeo area for a little bit, and went home. It's like basically it's just one of those things you do with your family, and it's like cool, check it out.
Yeah.
But I will say, if you're into like fairs and stuff, it seems like the new Washington State Fair's pretty massive.
Hey, do
Like,
they have
it's-
something there called the ejection seat?
The ejection seat, is that the one where it's like on bungees and they shoot you up in the air?
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have that. They have the one that like at Six Flags when we went there, where it's like the pendulum swinging back and forth.
That makes me puke.
They had one here at the Minnesota State Fair that used to be on bungee cords, and it was just a little fair.
Oh, shit.
Bungee cords. And when I went on it, when I moved back to Minnesota, and it was spring, like it was like cables and springs. And I'm like, that's not. It doesn't seem as cool to me because bungee cords sound unpredictable and dangerous. Springs and cables that like keep you from rotating in every crazy which direction. I don't know if somebody died from that. That sucks, but I got on it and I was like, wow, this was so tame compared to the crazy, unpredictable nature of bungee cables. It was just crazy all over the place. Like people were going nuts, and I went on it and I was like, wow, I don't know, I want my money back. I was like, that wasn't nearly as bad as the crazy one with all the
Suck up.
Yeah, but like, quite honestly, I kind of couldn't enjoy it as much as I wanted to because I had a really late night last night. It was up until, I don't know, like 2, I think. And then I went to bed. I had to wake up at 7:30 to get up to go there. And then by the time I was there, I was just kind of like a zombie. And I'd like been so sleep deprived that by the time I left the fair, I just had this throbbing ass headache. And I was like, well, that was fun. And then I'm going to go home and do a podcast. Yay. So it's like, but no, I mean, it was cool. I probably won't go again next year, but I don't know. It's like if I had kids, it'd probably be a little bit different.
Yeah,
You know.
it seems kind of like a kid's thing.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I went with my kids and they got these little trumpets that have like this kazoo in it and like
Like
yeah,
a
you play the
Zwillers?
game and you want them to win, you want them to be excited, but then they win a kazoo. And you're like, I fucking hate that kazoo. I'm like, gonna find a way to destroy that before we get in the car ride home. Like, this is not happening.
Wait.
You're not gonna have a kazoo.
Okay.
3 of them. Three kids.
You're reminding me of my childhood now and fairs
Kazoo.
because
We'll grab another beer.
yeah, this will give you an idea of how old I am. So in Adina, we had a fair one time, man, and I won something. I don't remember how. And they had those big, like, plastic sippy cups that were probably like plastic that you're not supposed to be drinking because they probably give you cancer or something. And one of them had New Kids on the Block. And I remember flipping the fuck out on the lady that tried giving me that prize. I'm like, I don't want that shit. It's like, keep it. Just don't give me anything. I'm cool. My mom's like, no, take it. I'm like, no, what that? It's gay. I don't want it. So, yeah. But, anyways, maybe next week I'll tell you about the amazing pee. I peed myself in an arcade once.
Oh.
That was last week, right?
Yeah, it depends. Didn't work out for me. There's no arcades left. What are you talking about?
Seattle, there's arcades, right?
There's
Yeah, I
like
wanna
2 in
ball I'm
Seattle.
talking about. I'm gonna come out there.
You're gonna come out. It's like a threat. I'm gonna come out there. I'm gonna kick your
I'm
ass.
fucking coming, dude. You don't even know it, but I'm coming. I'm waiting. Yeah, I just got here though. Let me get established in my new little hometown thing. I'm just,
Yeah, we talked about that already. I'm like, I already understand, dude. It's cool. We'll just like hook up next year. It's fine. What? Did I
Well-
make that sound dirty?
yeah.
You'll put your planters in my mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's instinctively good.
Mm.
I will say this:
And
you are really funny to watch while playing a game.
Who, me?
Yeah. Some of the visual expressions and stuff you made are pretty fun.
My favorite ones are people who are playing racing games and go. It's like, does that make you go faster?
I know, like I see my dad like all the time, like when he's in a racing game, it's all like, "Fucking doesn't do anything."
no, that doesn't. Oh, that's nothing.
It
I have
does.
a friend. We've been playing like Tekken or Street Fighter or something like that. Every time he would be doing moves, his mouth and jaw would move like crazy. He'd be like. While he's playing the game, he looks like he's crazy. I'll be like, look over at him while I'm playing and be like, I don't want to play with you no more, man.
My impression of me in a game.
That's pretty accurate, yeah.
Yeah, he'd be like, it was like he was pulling off something like he was like a drummer, he was like, "Ah," and I'm like, holy shit, dude, we're just playing a game here, settle down.
I'm sorry, give me a second. I'm tightening up the graphics on level 3 with a controller.
Yeah.
We make that joke like all the time. Every time we're like, okay, what's wrong with this bug? Well, we need to tighten this up. Oh, we need to tighten this up on level 3? Okay.
Yeah. I don't know. Did you really want to become a 3D model? Yeah, what? Oh, god damn, I fucked up your job title so bad. Yeah, 3D model animator, teacher, because you saw that commercial and you wanted to tighten up the graphics on level 3 too.
That commercial made me want to do what I do, yeah.
I'm so sorry, it was so misleading.
I've never once touched a controller while making a video game.
Yeah.
That could make people change their careers.
No. Fuck.
You need to put on a pirate's hat while you're playing video games. If you're gonna do that.
Arr, this be pissing me off.
Yeah.
That sounds like a chipmunk.
Oh, I do have that.
Oh man. There we go.
Ah, there it is.
Now you need to have the intense controller thing going on, like why isn't every single TV show they're playing video games like this?
I know.
Because they don't have an actual video game they're playing.
Oh, yeah. Or when they're like, it's like
not-
fucking 2006 or 2010, and they're like playing something, and it's like. Beep, 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 beep.
Yeah, but why would you be going like this? I don't know.
I mean, that's what your house sounds like because you're, obviously have every like system ever created. But like like you're watching a TV show and there's a 10-year-old playing a game. He's holding a PlayStation controller, and you hear Mario.
Okay, Mike, do you want to hear the most fantastic sound you've ever heard in your entire life? Steve, can you unmute your mic and do some heavy typing, please?
Yes, I can.
Oh, I got a shotgun.
Like, listen to this keyboard. It's got like a twang to it.
I'm the fucking Terminator.
Oh, dude, you know what?
His keyboard, I shit you not, is from like 1988.
I think I know somebody who can, lay down a mix with keyboard.
Right?
Yep. Just like nobody ever thought that a record player could be an instrument, a keyboard can be an instrument.
Oh,
Nobody ever thought my butt could be an instrument, but I somehow figured it out every time I drink soda.
Wow.
Alright, so I'm going to end this horrible shit. So what I want to do, and this is completely voluntary, but I'm going to do it, is if you have an embarrassing gaming story, okay, like your most embarrassing moment, maybe also your greatest moment in my case, I want you to tell it, and we're going to sign off. So I'm going to start. So this is going to be a peace story. It happened last week. So I've told this story before publicly, so it doesn't matter. So when I was a kid, I remember me and my brother, we used to go regularly to the mall because my mom worked there, and there was a, like the Batman movie was out. It was 1989, literally, and I think Wizard had just come out, and quite often, I think this was like a second time they released it, like over the summer or something, because they would do that quite often back then. And so we're like, cool, Batman's back in the movie theater, let's go see it. So we went to go see it, and there's this one dude, I think his name was Dave, if I remember, and he was like, actually, back when Len's Castle was kind of like chains instead of like all owned by Namco, and he actually would import some games from Japan into his arcade. And so we went there. We went down to this like little area, and it being back in like '89, it was like the smoke-infested cigar area of the mall. And we went to Len's Castle, and they had the Play Choice 10 there, which is basically the NES, which I just had the name drop there, in arcade form. And he brought over Super Mario Brothers 3, like 2 years before, or like a year before it came out here. And I was like looking at him, like, what game's that? And this is like, on top something in Japanese. And I'm like, what is that? And it's like Super Mario Brothers 3. I'm like, no way. And so I gotta start playing it. And like the PlayChoice 10 machine never had anybody on it because everybody's like, we have Nintendo's, why do we want to play that shit? And so I start playing it. I'm like having a good time, and kids start walking by, and they start noticing, hey, that looks like Mario. And they asked me, and I'm like, I asked the guy who owns the arcade, and he said it's Super Mario Brothers 3. And they're like watching. I only played like the first couple levels, and they're like, that looks really cool. So when I watched the movie, I had a large soda, like super big, and I don't know why, but it didn't occur to me to maybe go to the bathroom before I went to the arcade. And on the PlayChoice 10, you didn't play with lives. What you did is you could pump all your money in, and it would work on time. And I think I pumped like maybe about $3 or $4 worth of money into the PlayChoice 10 because I was just like dead set. I'm like, I'm gonna play Mario 3. Yeah, so I got about like 20 minutes in, and I could start kind of like telling that the pressure was going on there. So I had one of those, and mind you, I was 9, if not 10 years old at the time. So I came up to one of those choices in life where I'm like, I need to make a major choice. I can either go to the bathroom, and then all the kids in line are gonna go play my game and then play their game, because that was just the arcade code back then. If you left, tough shit. So, yeah, I decided to go ahead and piss my pants. But I got to play Mario 3 a year early, and then I went and told all the kids how rad Mario 3 was and where they could go play it, and of course I said nothing about the pants being pissed.
All right, just to let you guys know, right now we have somebody on the YouTube chat right now, and he's talking shit about Grant.
Yeah. Why? He's talking to me outside of it, right? We're talking about Chriso, right?
Nick, what the fuck is Grant looking at? I'll tell you right now, Mega Man is the shit in Smash. Grant, that motherfucker, didn't do what I asked.
He thinks I'm on the YouTube channel. I can't see what he's saying.
Well, that's what he said.
Yeah, you kind of are on the YouTube channel.
Well,
What YouTube channel? I'm on a YouTube channel?
Yeah, we're streaming live right now, dude.
Yeah, dude.
I just pissed myself.
How do you watch your own videos?
I don't even know, 'cause I just read the book and it happened.
You need to go to Final Save Point on YouTube. So, yeah, you know who I think that is? I think it's Dawn.
I know who it is. Chris.
Yeah.
wow.
Oh, red.
Why are you not like the Grant? Is it your pirateness?
What?
It's too sexy for his hat.
I like how the icon for it is like Nick going like this.
Yeah, dude.
So anyways, you were going to say something, Joe?
No, I wasn't.
You're not going to tell an embarrassing story. You're going to
I can't think of any right now.
I don't have
I
any.
don't think anything
myself.
can top your story.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Nick, you win.
That was too easy.
There's literally nothing.
I can't think of an embarrassing gaming story. There's the one that Rick would tell, but that didn't actually
But
happen.
They're not embarrassing.
What, your Dance Dance Revolution story?
Yeah, that never fucking happened. I don't know.
I saw the pad in our house. I think it happened.
That's because you put it there, you asshole.
Well, wait. Let's just slow it down just a little bit. Can we back it up and explain, or no, just touch. No, that's the wrong word. Yeah, talk about the pen.
What? You said you wanted to touch something and you just blinked out.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, okay, alright. That's Amanda.
Yeah, Grant, that's a sex joke.
Grant's
Yeah, I don't
really
know if I have a embarrassing gaming story. It might be more embarrassing. I guess like with my friends, I encourage them to explore more games and do more gaming things. You don't know what's out there, just check it out. Like, I'm always open about doing that. I think one of my embarrassing stories might be about me, like late night can't sleep, so I go and buy an RJ45 or RJ45 or a Cat 5 cable, and like I was living in a pretty nice apartment at the time where I had an extra bedroom, and I like snaked a cable to another bedroom, set up a whole gaming setup in the middle of the night, and played SOCOM on the PS2 for pretty much the rest of the night. The sun came up, and my wife, she came in there, and I was like caught, like, oh shit, like you see me playing SOCOM still, like it's still me playing SOCOM, and she didn't know about like me getting up in the middle of the night, and I was like, oh hi, I'm like, what are you doing? Just playing. Did you wake up early or something? Like, no, I've been up all night, and that was it. I had the crazy addiction to SOCOM.
Yeah, okay, I got a better one. It's embarrassing about him. Actually, there's probably about 10 or 12 stories that are pretty embarrassing between me and you. We just don't remember any of them.
I would say understand.
Oh man, there's so many times where I just, I don't remember. I'll take your word for it.
Okay. Here's a good one. You remember when I was getting ready to leave, and I was like on an NES kick here? So I got the power mat. You remember the power mat? So I remember this guy here, Mike, being super, super drunk, barely able to stand up, and trying to play World Track Meet, and going like really fast on the power mat, and like he got like tripped up and fell over. And then the night before, and then actually earlier than that night, the reason he was that way because we decided to play Duck Hunt for shots.
Fuck that.
So every time you miss a duck, you have to take a shot, and we were taking shots of like Jack.
Are you serious? That's why I don't remember playing the fucking Olympic track shit. Because we played Duck Hunt before then. Oh my god, dude!
I did so many terrible things to him. Like he would like drink like really, really heavily, because we did this because we were just young and stupid. And I would be like, okay, now that you're drunk, here, play the Virtual Boy, and I turned like the depth of field up like all the way. And he's like trying to play like Red Alarm, and he get like all sick. And
fucked up.
I wouldn't do that to you. Things to you.
I would not do that to you.
No, you did some pretty shitty things to me.
I'm just gonna apologize now because I don't remember. I don't know if I stomped your score on the Olympic track, but that happened.
Oh no, that definitely happened. You like were passed out after that because like you got your blood running so much that like the alcohol was. I actually kind of got in a little bit of trouble with your wife.
Yeah.
But
see, that's all good because I don't remember a thing. I'm like, yeah, we played Duck Hunt. That's all I remember.
Oh, it was good fun.
All right.
I played Duck Hunt many, many times after that.
Shit, I cannot. Hey, Grant and Steve, you remember any about me? Because I cannot remember, and there's probably a reason. So I don't know.
Nope.
I can't really think of anything.
No. I do remember the one time back when I first met Steve, and Steve was like really, really nice and quiet, and he kind of is still, but the guy never, ever, ever swore at all. And I remember he was playing Metal Gear Solid 2, and it was like the swimming part with Raiden, and I'm just like I'm in the bedroom, or whatever, and I go to the bathroom and I just hear, "Fuck!" I'm like, "Where the hell did that come from?" And I go up, I'm like, "Steve, did you swear?" "No." "Yes, you did." And you're like, "Well, this pissing me off." That's really one of the only things I can possibly remember.
Yeah, no, he just doesn't talk.
Yeah. I mean, there's all the times that Grant would just stay up for like 3 or 4 days, and then all day. I'd be like Monday through
Right,
Thursday.
it's not embarrassing.
Yeah.
Have you taken a shower today?
You didn't go to classes or anything pretty much for like 4 days, or you would go to class, come back, and keep playing the game, and you wouldn't fucking sleep, and you just sleep all day Friday,
Yeah.
like 24 hours.
I think you beat Mario Sunshine without sleeping
Yeah.
once during the entirety of that game.
Galaxy, yeah.
Yeah,
I
Mario
did it in 2
Galaxy.
days with both
Yeah.
Mario and Luigi.
How do you do that? I think the longest I've ever played a game is like 12 hours, and I just have to shut down then.
Yeah, I think I've done like 24 hours of Skyrim. That might have been the
Yeah, that's how everyone was when Skyrim came out.
yeah.
Everyone
yeah.
on your whole friend list on Steam was just all in Skyrim.
Yeah, that first day of Skyrim was nuts. I was at least up for like 36 hours.
Wow. I kind of have some respect for Grant when it comes to some of these things, because I'm like, he probably works some of the craziest hours out of any of us now, and he's still like on Steam more than any of us. Like, yeah, it's kind of nuts. So, anyways, I'm gonna sayonara. I meant to do that about half hour ago.
Oh well.
Yeah, this is how these go. We just randomly go into it.
And
So, yeah. So, anyways, if you thought this shit show was any good, comment, like, and subscribe.
Oh, shit.
You know, you can say something about Grant, because people seem to like to do that for some reason.
I don't know.
You're like a teddy bear. So,
no, we're not doing that, Chris. I know you're welcome.
Oh, shit.
so this will be up. I think there's like a little bit of a delay, but it'll be up tomorrow, so you can post it to the website then. And then I will try to make this like an hour thing every week, because it's just easy and I don't have to edit.
Right.
And I don't know, maybe we can do like the news thing like this. We'll talk about it. But
Shit. Oh, damn.
Road Redemption going well, I see.
I'm just gonna end it right there. It's perfect.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Later.